Hello, and thank you for the care you provide to families in some of the hardest moments of life. I'm Tracy Lee, and today I'd like to introduce you to Grace Harbor Compassionate Services. Grace Harbor is a free, non-tracking grief support resource you can offer to the families you serve, whether you're in hospice, a nursing home, a church, or chaplaincy care. Grace Harbor Compassionate Services is supported through the professional legacy of Queen City Funeral Home, and it's designed to be gentle, private, and available whenever families need assistance. On the first slide, you'll see a QR code for your pathway link. This opens the simple page families land on when they scan the pass-along card to access grief-supporting grief briefs. Grace Harbor exists because grief doesn't wait for office hours, and families don't have words, energy, or support at the exact moment their grief hits. Grace Harbor offers a small, steady daily touch point without pressure, without marketing, and without requiring anyone to sign up. And because people grieve in different ways, we offer 4 pathways, 4 tones, so each person can choose what fits today and switch anytime. Grace Harbor Compassionate Services is a place offering gentle shepherding through the darkest days of grief. It is a free, non-tracking grief support program you can hand to families using simple pass-along QR cards with an always available pathway toward grief recovery. For grievers, we provide short, compassionate grief briefs that meet them in their moments of shock, numbness, anger, questions, and their long road of pain and uncertainty after loss. For care teams, it's an easy, low-lift handoff. Families can access it privately on their own time without adding another task to your workflow. For chaplains and pastors, it complements spiritual care and helps people feel held and guided toward gentle next steps between visits. Here's how it works in 3 easy steps. First, you share the pass-along card. Pass-along cards can go in admission packets at the nurse's station, in chaplain kits, or in a church welcome or care folder. Second, families scan the QR code and land on our pathway selection page. There's no login, no tracking, and no pressure. Third, they choose a pathway selecting one of 4 options with different tones and needs. Families can switch between pathways at any time or stick with just 1 or 2. Grace Harbor offers 4 pathways because grief is not one size fits all. Pathway 1 is family support, straightforward, family-centered comfort and guidance for early days and long months. Pathway 2 is faith-seeking. For those reaching toward God while still carrying questions, it offers spiritual encouragement without pressure. Pathway 3 is grounded and practical, coping steps, language for hard moments, and steadying guidance for everyday grief. Pathway 4 is quiet reflection, calm, restorative words for anxious nights and emotional overload. Soft, non-demanding support for adults shepherding children through the various ages and levels of development and understanding their experience. The key to our program is choice. Survivors can choose the pathway that fits them best. Additionally, they enjoy the freedom to switch pathways at any time. For hospice and nursing teams, Grace Harbor is designed to fit your workflow without becoming another program to manage. For families, it provides immediate support at home, gentle daily consistency, and practical coping steps through one simple entry point. For staff, it's an easy handoff. Scan this. It also helps with the question, what do I say? And it supports continuity between visits, easing the emotional burden on caregivers. For your facility, there's no cost, no contracts, no data capture, and parental materials are available. It makes your life and work easier and complements the support you already provide. For chaplains and pastors, Grace Harbor is built to support spiritual care without replacing your pastoral presence. It extends care into the week between visits. For parishioners and patients, it includes a faith-seeking option, gentle language for prayer and reflection, and encouragement toward rest, remembrance, and community support. For pastoral care, it helps people find words when they feel numb, reinforces compassionate presence, and gives you a simple resource you can hand to families without pressure. It can be used in hospital or hospice visits, at funerals, in grief groups, during follow-up calls, or included in church care packets. What families receive is a steady handhold, small enough to use, strong enough to matter. Each day's brief takes 2 to 3 minutes. The tone is compassionate, never pushy, and families are free to come and go as they need. No tracking, no obligation. If you'd like a simple line to use when you share it, you can say, "This is a free private resource. Scan anytime. No sign-up required. Choose a pathway that fits today." Privacy matters in grief. Families deserve a place to read and breathe without feeling watched, marketed to, or placed on a list. Grace Harbor does not do behavior tracking, retargeting ads, collecting, selling or sharing data, or require accounts. And there's no pressure to subscribe. There is a user number so that the system can rotate the grief brief to the next one each time the survivor visits, but we do not collect their names or any other information relating to them. What we do offer is a simple daily grief brief and optional email support, only if they choose it, plus compassionate language and multiple pathways for different needs. If your organization needs a written privacy statement for compliance review, we can provide one. As a partner, we make this easy and dignified. You receive printable pass-along cards with QR codes to offer your clients. If you choose, you can also receive monthly insertable pages for a guidance notebook. These pages offer professional solutions to helping their clients when your time is limited or needed elsewhere. It gives you methods for self-preservation under pressure and helps you manage difficult situations that unprepared families suddenly experience. There are no contracts, no quotas, and no reporting associated with this program, just a shared commitment to compassionate care with a resource families can access privately whenever they need it. Getting started is simple. Step 1, request a starter packet. We'll provide printed pass-along cards and a quick placement guide. Step 2, place cards where families actually look. Admission folders, bedside tables, the nurse's station, chaplain kits, and church foyers. Step 3, offer it with one sentence. This is free and private. Scan anytime. Choose the pathway that fits today. That's it. Low lift for your team, high comfort for families. Thank you for considering Grace Harbor. We'd be honored to support you and the families you serve. If you need supplies, pass-along cards, brochures to explain the program, or a brief orientation for staff or volunteers, just reach out. And if possible, please text first so we can return your call when we're not in active care. You can use the contact lines here along with your website and the QR code. Grace Harbor is free to use, offered without pressure, and intended for everyone because grief touches every home.